Welcome back, everyone. It's been a while since I've actually submitted a video, so I'm going to play some Pokemon Showdown. And I've been like testing a VGC team, and let me say that VGC is a monster. Like, there's so much you have to account for, and things are just too good. I'm still trying to figure out what I actually want to play in VGC. So far, I realized some of the things I need to be able to deal with are things like Sylveon, any of the Rotoms, just because their weaknesses are so hard to exploit, and the fact that they have Levitate makes it even harder. And some of the Megas, Sylveon is a thing that I need to be able to beat, and we got the Landorus and Tornadus or Thundurus. They're hard to beat, but let's get into a game, see what we can get. I'm probably going to get destroyed every single time, and that's going to be annoying, but you know, live and learn, right? So far, I do not see a Sylveon, though the Klefki is probably going to be a problem just because it's a it has Prankster and they like to carry Thunder Wave. So I think with that in mind, I'm going to start Zapdos, since Zapdos does well against what's this thing's name? Um, Clawitzer, Charizard, Malamar. I think Malamar is half water. It might be pure dark. I don't know. And I have to Hidden Power Ice, so it'll also do well against the Trevenant. I'm going to probably want to bring Zangoose for Snorlax. So I think I'm going to start with Zangoose as well, because that's going to draw a Thunder Wave to it. But my Zangoose is Toxic Boost, so I should be able to take some hits. And if I can keep Zangoose alive, I can also take down the Snorlax. Another thing I kind of want to bring is Latias. It does well against the Charizard. It does well against the Clawitzer as well, but Clawitzer is known to have Dragon Pulse because his ability makes Pulse moves more powerful. So I'm not sure what I want to do. A priority Brave Bird isn't bad because I can hit a bunch of things. I also have Overheat, but Pidgeot has the same thing too, but I have the priority Brave Bird, which is a big deal. So I can Overheat the Klefki, I can Brave Bird the Trevenant. I don't think Vaporeon is really going to be useful here. So I think I'll bring Talonflame, and I really want to bring Latias, but I worry about that Snorlax though. But Vaporeon does well against the Snorlax, because if he brings the Snorlax, then I can, we'll do that. We'll bring Vaporeon. It's just really hard to play, but I think this here is probably my best lead. And he brings Snorlax. My Zangoose is faster, so I'm going to start by using Thunderbolt on that thing, and I'm going to protect with Zangoose just so I can get the Toxic boost, or the Toxic Orb to go off so I can get my Toxic boost, because that's pretty much effectively going to put me at +1 on close combat, +1 on my quick attack, and +2 on facade, just for the way it works. Oh, he took that? That is impressive. Did he really did that? Okay. So my Zapdos is faster, so that's good to know. I'm going to do that, and I guess I don't need to do close combat anymore. We'll just facade the Snorlax. So a very good turn 1 and 2 for me. Have a healthy Zapdos. My Zapdos has the Never Melt Ice, just so I can score the one-hit knockouts on Trevenant. Or, well, not really on Trevenant, but so I can score the one-hit knockout on Pokemon that are 4-hit weak to it, like Landorus, T, Garchomp, and Salamence. I put enough EVs in special attack to knock out a Garchomp in one hit, and that effectively knocks out the other two as well. I am worried about the Charizard, because the Charizard can knock out my Pokemon. But if this is Charizard Y, then my Vaporeon is pretty much going to be useless. So I have to attack the Trevenant, I think. Actually, I got the Talonflame, so I don't have to do that. I'm going to Thunderbolt, and I'm going to double target Charizard. This might be a bad move, but I don't think Trevenant can do anything to Zangoose that'll kill it in one hit. So Charizard Y, that's that critical hit is going to matter. And I get a crit back in return. But I didn't need it though. So he has one Pokemon left. I have two. My Talonflame has the what's the name of that berry? The Charty Berry. It has defensive EVs and HP EVs, so it will be able to take a Rock Slide. But I want to play it safe, and we're gonna do a Baby Doll Eyes here just to reduce the attack. And yes, I carry Baby Doll Eyes on my Vaporeon because it is a priority move that reduces the opponent's attack stat by 1. So that's a pretty big deal, because firing those off is going to kind of help a little bit. I'm just not sure if, I don't know if a Brave Bird will kill it. I do have max attack Adamant, so I guess we just do the Brave Bird and we'll keep reducing its attack, because eventually this thing's attack will be so low to where it won't be able to do anything to Vaporeon, and I can try to burn stall it. But these things do have Leech Seed, I think. So Brave Bird is going to do 100%, so that's going to knock out the Trevenant, and we get a win. Yeah, I'm trying really hard to get my rating up, but like during testing, I had like a bunch of really bad games. It was also late, and it just came down to me being frustrated to, losing to things like critical hits and stuff like that. Like my Zapdos would have been able to take that Heat Wave a lot better than it did, just because it has defensive or special defensive EVs as well. But you don't know what is ever going to happen. So here on this team, the biggest threat to me is the Raikou. The Whimsicott, just because it has the ability to attack first. So I think I should start with Talonflame, and I really want to say I can bring Latias. But if he brings Gardevoir, and Gardevoir's half fairy, then a Moonblast will straight up wreck my Latias. But Latias is faster, but I don't have anything on Latias that can effectively hit it. So maybe we just start with Talonflame. I mean, Mega Pidgeot does well against a lot of things he has here. But I think I should start with Zapdos. But I need something to hit this Raikou, though. And I need something fast. My Latias outspeeds the Raikou. My Mega Pidgeot also outspeeds the Raikou, I think. But if that Gardevoir comes, then we're going to have a problem. I have to bring Zangoose, though. So I think we'll do Latias, Zangoose. Because if Zangoose can hit the Milotic, I also do 100% to it, I think. Or I do pretty close to it, and I can finish it off with something else. I want to bring Zapdos. But like, even still, Zapdos has the defensive EVs. It doesn't really do anything against Raikou. It's just like I got 3 Pokemon weak to it, so I know he's going to bring it. So I just have to play smart. But I mean, Pidgeot does clean up shop pretty well. Zapdos is just going to take hits and stall. I mean, I guess I can... Hey, I mean, nothing I'm bringing wants to take a Thunderbolt, really. Well, I'll bring Pidgeot and see what happens. Sometimes I really do hate the battle timer. Like, I do know that, you know, VGC does have a timer, but the thing is, the timer resets every single turn. So there's never an instance where I will be taking a time deficit. I'm just gonna Brave Bird to Entei, I think, or Draco Meteor Entei. But I'm going back to that. Like, there's never an instance where I'm going to be taking a really big deficit on my time, because if I use 30 seconds, for example, on my timing, then the next turn I get my full 60 seconds back, you know. On Showdown, it doesn't do that. It just takes your time away from you. Like, if you spend 120 seconds on one turn, it's going to give you like maybe 40 seconds the next turn to make a move, and that's not 100%. So I guess I did good right there. That didn't do anything. So I'm gonna lose my Talonflame here, which is unfortunate because I didn't get to set up my I didn't get to set up my Tailwind. Like, I was hoping to have my Tailwind set up. I probably should have just expected that and did Tailwind on the first turn. Like, I'm still figuring out how to use Talonflame. Like, a lot of people say, you know, you want to have your Tailwind set up on the first turn, but it's like, it's whatever, I guess. Hopefully I can do something here. I thought my Pokemon were faster than what they were. If my Mega Pidgeot had a speed nature, then it would be faster. I believe its max speed, timid at level 50, is 189, and I would outspeed the Raikou. But that's the thing, though, is I need fast Pokemon. And I like to play with Pokemon that I like, Pokemon that are my favorites. But a lot of the Pokemon that I like aren't that very good, you know, competitively. Like, Zangoose, for example, has no speed whatsoever. So I'm thinking about putting Defog on like 3 of my Pokemon. So at least that way, one Pokemon I bring into a battle will always have Tailwind, for example. But I recently took Taunt off of my Zangoose and put in... Oh, that's going to be a good move. That was such a good turn for me. Oh, my opponent is saying misclick. What misclick? My opponent is saying he misclicked. And this here is the reason I put Quick Attack on my Zangoose, whether it was for situations like this, where I could just Quick Attack the and I have to do it just because of how fast oh, he said he wanted to Volt Switch into his I'm gonna protect with Latias, but he said he wanted to Volt Switch into his Gardevoir and not hard switch into it. I guess that's kind of important. But I'm a Quick Attack knockout on the Raikou. He's on the Hyper Voice. Oh, that does 100%. Oh, that's bad. That is really bad. I might lose this game. I probably should have just did the Facade on the Gardevoir, but Gardevoir is faster than Zangoose. So I got the Pidgeot. I'm gonna go Mega here. I think I Mega Protect. Latias can hit. I mean, at this point, the only thing I can do is maybe try to go for the Ice Beam and get the freeze on Gardevoir. Try to get the freeze on Gardevoir. Or I can go Energy Ball and try to reduce a special defense. But I think the best move here is to try to Ice Beam the Gardevoir and get the freeze. So hopefully I get it. Because I need it. Because my Mega Pidgeot isn't going to be doing anywhere near the damage I want it to. So hopefully we get the freeze. Oh, hold on. It's faster than my Latias? How is that? Hold on. Am I missing something? 167 speed. Mega Gardevoir's ability is Pixelate. How is it faster? Hold on. Yeah, my Latias is faster. Oh, wait. It had minus speed. Alright. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just get so caught up in the game, you just kind of... Dang, but I don't know. Can I do 100? Can I take the rest of this? Can I do 70% to it? Hmm. Well, let's try it, I guess. But yeah, I messed up. I probably should have did the tailwind first. Oh, that did nothing. All right, well, GG to my opponent, I guess. Let's find another game. Yeah, like VGC is really hard to play in. Like, there's a lot of things that you have to account for that's really hard to account for. And you have to have counters for things that are threats. Like, I really have no options to deal with fairy type Pokemon. So when I don't see a fairy type, then I feel a little bit better. But Bisharp too is a beast, let me tell you. Okay, possible starts. Sableye, Greninja, and Bisharp. I think Zapdos is going to sit in the back. But Zapdos can also start, and if it does, you know, Latias is a good answer for it. My Zangoose, I believe, is faster than the Bisharp. I don't know if his Sucker Punch is +2 priority or +1. Either which way, I think Talonflame is probably a better start. I think Latias will take an Ice Beam from a whatchamacallit. So we'll start with Latias. I mean, Latias absorbs hits pretty well from his team. It kind of makes me regret that I don't have Recover on it, because it'll be very useful here. But if that Sableye starts, then he can get status on Pokemon I don't want to have status. So I'm going to start with Zapdos. And I need something that doesn't mind status, though. Like, the Pokemon I'm really worried about are the Greninja, the Bisharp. Like, the Sableye supports them really well. Sableye's not an offensive threat, but it makes his offensive Pokemon even more threatening. And his Arcanine, since it has extreme speed, which is +2 priority. So that will outspeed my Talonflame, which if it is weaker, could be a problem. But Talonflame will keep the Greninja in check, though. I mean, Vaporeon keeps it in check, too, but I'm not sure if this is going to be a physical or special one. And he has a Charizard, so if it's Charizard wide, then Solar Beam is definitely going to be a problem. But, I mean, Latias is a really good Pokemon to use here, though. I'm thinking Zangoose might not be good. I'm gonna start with Latias as well. Pidgeot has the Heat Wave. It can hit the Bisharp. Like, I really want to bring Zangoose, but I don't think it's going to be good here. Vaporeon is... oh, man, he's got a bunch of Pokemon. This thing has Defiance, so if I reduce his stats, then he gains... Yeah, we're not bringing Vaporeon. Alright, so Zapdos, Latias, Talonflame, and... Arcanine also has close combat, so that's something else to be aware of too. I guess I'll just bring Pidgeot. I don't want to bring a lot of Pokemon weak to Thunder though. Oh well. And that's the thing though. My team has a huge weakness to Lightning, and it has a huge weakness to Ice. 3 Pokemon weak to Ice, 3 Pokemon weak to Lightning. So I need to find a way to help alleviate that. Alright, so this here is something I don't mind seeing. I can Draco Meteor the Arcanine, or I can Thunderbolt it. I've got the Hidden Power Ice. I'm going to Protect on the first turn, because I kind of want to see what it is he wants to do. And that's a good thing about having that option to double Protect. Heat Wave and Snarl. Okay, so that's going to drop my special attack stat. These Pokemon don't mind taking a Heat Wave, so I'm going to Draco Meteor the Arcanine. I should probably double team the Arcanine, but we'll see what happens. All right. Hidden Power Ice. There's the Snarl. Oh, it's super effective on Latias, but I get the weakness policy boost here. I think a Thunderbolt should finish off the Arcanine, and I'm going to Ice Beam the Zapdos. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff to keep account of. Like the Never Melt Ice is really only there just for the Oh, I think I'm about to lose something this turn. Okay, we're not losing anything this turn. I want to keep the Zapdos. Oh, that's good. That is very good. I'm going to Roost and hold on. Snarl hits both Pokemon. What do I do? I'm just going to Draco Meteor the Arcanine. Because I can keep Zapdos healthy. I mean, Latias really isn't any more useful here, I don't think. It's paralyzed. I'm going to have to, it thawed out. Like they always get the first turn thaw on me. Does Heat Wave thaw or something? And I'm actually glad to see the paralyze on Latias right there, because at least these 2 Pokemon stay alive. So I'm going to, I mean, Hidden Power Ice is still my best move on Zapdos, I think. So Heat Wave does 29% to my Zapdos. So yeah, I'm at minus. Oh man, these Snarls are adding up. Oh, and his Zapdos is faster than mine. Okay, so I am going to... I'm just going to roost with my Zapdos, try to keep it healthy. Oh, they both have recovery. I think it's just time to do that. Ice Beam the Latias or the Zapdos and try to freeze it again, I guess. Yeah, it's really hard to keep account of what teams. Oh my goodness. That's what 3 paralyzes in a row. I'm just gonna forfeit. I mean, 25% chance that it happened too, and I get it like 3 times in a row. Ooh, Ferrothorn. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with Talonflame and Zangoose. And then I'm going to bring... I'm going to bring Pidgeot and... I want to say Zapdos. But Zapdos doesn't have a good matchup against 2 of his Pokemon. 3, really. Vaporeon doesn't mind. Latias doesn't mind either, but he's got Ice Shard, Dark, and yeah, we'll bring Vaporeon. And see if we can make something happen with that. So there's the Ferrothorn and Greninja. I think this here is kind of what I wanted to see. So I'm going to Tailwind and Protect. Because the Tailwind is going to at least let Zangoose outspeed everything on his team. And I could be dropping them one-hit knockout facades. And if my Talonflame manages to live the turn, then I could throw a Heat Wave in this Ferrothorn's face. But I'm expecting Greninja to do like Mat Block, because it's a move you can only do once during your turn. And oh no, he doesn't do it. Everything on his team is so fast. Like, it's scary how fast everything is on his team. Actually, I'm going to force him to... I hate the lag on this program sometimes. So I'm going to Protect, and I'm going to Facade the Jolteon. Just going to get rid of it. It'd have been so nice had that Hydro Pump missed. I don't know, I may try it with a Focus Sash and see what happens. So Jolteon dies. Okay. So that's not too bad. So anything else he sends in will die horribly. Because I think Zangoose can take an Ice Shard. If the Ferrothorn comes in, I will probably lose my Zangoose. The Gardevoir comes in. I actually think it's beneficial to get rid of the Gardevoir, so I'm gonna do this. A Protect anywhere in any of this is going to like screw me over big time. %, nice. Okay, this game is going my way. So maybe Talonflame starting the battle off with a that attack, Tailwind is actually really good because it made the difference. All his Pokemon he had were faster than Zangoose, and that Tailwind has made it to where it doesn't even matter. I'm going to Heat Wave and I guess close combat. Ferrothorn can't do anything against 4 Pokemon. Or 3 Pokemon. Yeah, and that's really how fast a battle can be over in VGC is as early as 4 turns. Like, you'll never know if you'll get completely destroyed or you destroy somebody. Like, you just never know. Four turns. Alright, here we have a standard VGC team. I want to try to bait some moves here, so I'm going to start with Zapdos and Vaporeon. He doesn't have any fairies outside of Gardevoir. I don't know if Gardevoir or Kangaskhan is going to be his Mega. It's probably Kangaskhan, so I want to prepare for it. I want to bring Zangoose, because a close combat from it is still going to hurt a lot. And I haven't really seen these things use Sucker Punch all too often. And I think something to deal with the fire types is going to be good. So either Talonflame or Pidgeot is good here. Talonflame has the defensive EVs. But Pidgeot has more hit points. Oh no, Talonflame has more hit points. And I have access to the priority Brave Bird. Vaporeon or Pidgeot or Talonflame here. I feel Talonflame is also, or Pidgeot is also really good because I believe I will outspeed everything on his team except the Landorus because I expect it to be Choice Scarf, and I expect him to start with it with how weak my team is to Rock, which is also a problem that I have to deal with. But I think starting Zapdos and Vaporeon can help alleviate that a little bit. So, I mean, Latias is really the only thing I have that can deal with that Rotom. Because it's fire, electric. Its only weakness is water. So I have to find a way to keep Vaporeon alive. Or it's weak to rock too, but I don't have any rock type moves. I might put a rock slot on Zangoose. But having weakness policy will be nice. But anything that hits Latias for weakness is going to pretty much kill it. Because everything is physical. No, thinking. He could turn the timer off though. I mean, he can wait. I mean, this is VGC after all. I'm allowed time to think. I believe you have 2 minutes to select your team. And you have 60 seconds, I think, to select your moves. So he's going to go get food and he's going to leave the timer on. I'm just not sure what my last Pokemon to be. Latias can help deal with the Rotom. But Latias goes down to a U-turn in one hit from Landorus if it's scarfed. It does exactly 100%, so Sucker Punch from this will knock it out. I can't bring Latias. I have to bring either Talonflame or Pidgeot. I think Pidgeot's probably the better move because it's faster than everything he has. I had the chance to confuse something, which hasn't really been working my way, but the chance is still there. So we have the Landorus and probably not the Pokemon I was thinking was going to come out. But using damage calcs, Hidden Power Ice should always knock out the I'm gonna protect with Vaporeon. But using Hidden Power Ice would always knock it out if I have the Never Melt Ice on it. You know, I had the Shell Bell on it, but it wasn't really that useful. But the Never Melt Ice allows me to have less attack or special attack EVs. And oh my god, are you kidding me? So the Zapdos is faster than the Gardevoir. That Dazzling Gleam did 26%. The Rock Slide did 36. So if I want to live, I have to do the Baby Doll Eyes, which is what I really didn't want to do. But still, I don't know if this was a low roll or a high roll. Okay, so having to miss did help out with that. So 100% right there. I should take the... What? I don't take it? Like, why do I get the low and high rolls like that? It's so stupid. And I don't even know if my Zangoose is faster than this Gardevoir. So what's coming in now? Rotom. 140. Oh my god, it's faster. I mean, it's not faster by much, but I'm going to protect, get some leftovers. I just want to see what this thing does. But I'm not sure if I should take out the Gardevoir or the Rotom Heat. Like, that flinch really mattered, because it cost me more damage than I wanted to take. Thunderbolt on Vaporeon. I think Vaporeon could take the Thunderbolt. The Moonblast. I'm going to Facade the Gardevoir and hope that it's not faster than my Zangoose. I'm going to Scald the Rotom. I'm not sure if I want to do that, though. It's whatever. I mean, if the Gardevoir is faster, then I think I'll lose. Or I guaranteed lose. But this Rotom could be faster. Nope. Zangoose is the fastest thing on the field right now. I'm going to take a Thunderbolt. I take it. And... okay, so I just got rid of its Citrus Berry. So the next thing that comes out can't be his... okay, it's Kangaskhan. Zangoose is not faster than it, but I'm going to protect and Baby Doll Eyes the Kangaskhan. I think that's the last move I can do with this Vaporeon. And then I'm going to have to hope Pidgeot can do something. Because the fake out was obvious. Baby Doll Eyes is going to put damage. Go in with Pidgeot. I'm going to close combat the Kangaskhan, because it might be the only thing this Zangoose can do to it. Actually, let me take a look. I can run some damage calcs, I think. Mega Kangaskhan. I really don't like running damage calcs, but I need to see what this thing's speed is, if it runs any speed, and it does run speed. It runs max speed jolly. So I think I'm going to have to... oh man, I think this might be another battle I lose, actually. I'm going to have to hope Zangoose can take a hit here. And protect with the Pidgeot. I think Pidgeot could take a Thunderbolt from Rotom, but it all comes down to what Zangoose does here. Having that minus attack might help, but Kangaskhan can attack twice. So, I mean, that's probably going to be... that's going to decide, I think. Oh, come on, Zangoose. Come on, Zangoose. Oh, yes! Yes! that was the play. Is Zangoose faster than Rotom? Facade, Vaporeon, you Skull. So Zangoose is faster than Rotom. So we're going to Facade and I guess Uproar. I'm not sure if I want to keep Uproar on the Pidgeot, but I need something I can use to hit Rotom with. So the Uproar can do between 50 and 51%. And it also helps if I got a Pokemon that's asleep, Uproar wakes them up, but I lock myself into it. And in VGC, you really don't want to have moves that you lock yourself into. And apparently we're at 41 minutes right now, so I guess we'll play a couple more games, see how they go. But I'm basically doing some experimenting with VGC. I want to see exactly what exactly I can do, what works, what doesn't work. Like I want to use Latias just because it's so good against Rotom. So my opponent has exactly 4 Pokemon here. I obviously want to bring Pidgeot and Talonflame, but I also have to play it smart as well because Drifblim is a very fast Pokemon, and this looks like a Trick Room team, so I should prepare for that. Grumpig sets up the Trick Room. I think Dunsparce sets up Trick Room too. Okay, let's think about this. You start Mega Pidgeot because Drifblim does carry Thunderbolt, but I don't think it'll one-hit knockout. I should probably have another very powerful Pokemon on my team. 176 special attack, 162 special attack, but Draco Meteor will do more effective damage than my Zapdos' Thunderbolt. Maybe I just start Talonflame and just have a Brave Bird and a... Yeah, I think that's the correct thing to do. I will have Latias. I'm going to bring Zangoose, because this thing has thick fat, so I also want to bring something that can take hits. Hidden Power Ice won't do more than Ice Beam. Latias has weakness policy, so I think that'll be the thing we do. This looks like a Trick Room team, so I'm starting like it is a Trick Room team. I don't know if it is Trick Room, but we're about to find out. So I'm gonna double team the Grumpig. Grumpig and Brave Bird the Grumpig. Because if this is Trick Room and I take his Trick Roomer out, then that's going to be a big deal. And the reason Drifblim is fast is because it has the ability Unburden, and that makes it to where if it uses its hold item, then it increases its speed 1.5 times. But here's another reason why I don't like the battle timer, because I selected my moves a long time ago and it's still counting me down. So, Brave Bird, and hopefully this takes it out. Wow. 50% twice. If Venusaur comes in, I'm just going to double that. But this is also a problem because Drifblim is also half ghost, which means I can't do what I want to. So we are going to double team the Dunsparce. Because I don't know which one of his Pokemon has Trick Room. I think Dunsparce can set up a Trick Room. To stockpile. The next thing that's coming in is a Venusaur. and my opponent just disconnects. So I guess we gotta sit here and wait a minute for it to count down, and we win. But like, Trick Room is a very powerful strategy, and I really don't like to mess around when it comes to Trick Room. So I guess we'll get a couple more games in. I'm at 45 minutes, so we can see what's going on here. Surprised I haven't ran any Sylveons today. There it goes. Standard VGC team here, so I EV'd my Zapdos to be able to take one Hidden Power or Rock Slide from a Garchomp. The problem is I also have to not flinch. The Rotom is also going to, or the Zangoose is going to let me knock out the Rotom and the Sylveon in one hit. His Talonflame is probably running max speed. Mine isn't. So I'm not going to have any real options against that. So I'm gonna bring Zang or Vaporeon because it's good against Kangaskhan, which I'm assuming will come. And see, the thing that scares me is the Bisharp, because Bisharp has base 125 attack and Sucker Punch, so it destroys everything it Sucker Punches. So I can't bring Latias just because of that. But Latias is also going to be one of my better options against Wash Rotom because I have the Energy Ball. But Sylveon knocks it out in one hit, and Bisharp knocks it out in one hit. Latias doesn't want to do a one-on-one with Garchomp, but I don't know if Garchomp is Choice Scarf or not. It probably isn't, but assuming he has the Kangaskhan, it probably is. And I mean, Latias doesn't want to do a one-on-one with Talonflame either, just because of the priority Brave Bird. So I have to bring something that doesn't die horribly bad to Bisharp and this thing here, the Garchomp. And I want to bring Pidgeot just because of bias, but I think Talonflame is probably the better option here. Especially if he has Tailwind support, then that's going to make it even worse for me, because his Pokemon are going to be faster than mine. Ah, man, this is hard. I won't miss Heat Wave, which will knock out the Bisharp, but I can miss the Overheat on the Bisharp, and then that'll be bad. I'm going to bring Pidgeot, just because I don't want to miss my Heat Wave. Which means Zangoose is going to have to do more work and carry the team. Which is something I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find a better physical attacker that I can use, so I don't have to overcompensate so much with Zangoose. Because if Zangoose goes down, then I lose options to deal with things. So we're going to Hidden Power the Garchomp and hope my calcs work. Because my Zapdos has the minimum amount of EVs to do 101% to a Garchomp. Sash. Alright. What do I do? I don't know if Zangoose is faster. It probably isn't. So I have to Hidden Power the Garchomp. I can Quick Attack the Garchomp. Roost with Vapor. Oh, Zangoose can't be paralyzed. So, I mean, let's not risk it. We can Roost with Zapdos and Quick Attack the Garchomp. Because this, I can't be paralyzed because I'm poisoned. Okay, so I just take that, and I don't think the Discharge will knock out in one hit. And I can have a healthy Zapdos. So whatever happens now is going to... This is pretty much Zangoose's last turn to do something. So there's a Sylveon. Like, this is the reason I need another good physical attacker. One that can preferably hit Sylveon for weakness. Because I'm thinking right now it's the better play to facade the Sylveon just because of how powerful Hyper Voice is. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna Thunderbolt Rotom, and because now I know that my Pidgeot's Uproar will do at least 50% to a Rotom. So we're gonna make this play. We're gonna Facade the Sylveon, Thunderbolt the Wash Rotom, and hope that works out. But I'm banking on this Sylveon being choice specs, and it is. So that's going to go down. Thunderbolt is going to do 45%. Will-O-Wisp. Oh my goodness, this is perfect. Like every turn Zangoose lives is a good turn, and my opponent just forfeits. So like this is the reason I need another really good physical attacker. But I don't know what other Pokemon I actually like that's really good at physically attacking. Because I don't want to have to overcompensate with Zangoose. If I see a team with Sylveon and Wash Rotom in it, I can bring both my other physical attacker that's really good against Sylveon and Zangoose, which knocks out Rotoms in one hit with a Toxic boosted Facade, which essentially is a +2 in that instance. I just protect and I get my bonuses. But the only thing I would have to take out for that is Latias. But Latias is also really good with is also really good against Wash Rotom because of the Energy Ball. The problem is Sylveon is a very common Pokemon. Aegislash is a very common Pokemon, and Latias doesn't like any one of them. So I'm thinking Latias is probably the weakest link on the team, even though it's fast. But I need something that's not a special attacker, something that's physically fast and can like hit hard. And I'm not sure what that is yet. I'm thinking I might want to use Garchomp, but I really don't want more Pokemon weak to ice, let alone one double weak to it. And I just really don't know what else I want to use. I want to use Staraptor, but you know, it's another lightning weak Pokemon on the team I don't want. Or I could just replace Talonflame, but I mean Talonflame is useful in some matchups. So I'm just not sure what it is I want to do, but this here is going to be the last video, or the last battle of the video, because I'm running 52 minutes. Kind of want to keep it under an hour, because I got something else I got to do. So if you guys like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm always going to be doing super cool stuff like this. Leave comments below if you think I can change any of my Pokemon sets, or think of something that I would be interested in using. And you know, like the video. I like getting likes on my videos. Lets me know I'm doing something right. Or dislike the video if you happen to be any one of the opponents that I happen to beat in this video. But either way, thank you guys for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one.